I keep hearing about the winter is not necessarily a time for New Year goals and it's not a time to go out and do things. Like, we celebrate January as the new year, but in ancient times it was in the spring when everything starts blooming. That's when it's a new year, and that makes sense to me. And I've been really feeling it this year. So usually every year January comes and I start thinking about my goals and going to the gym and doing all this stuff, and like most of us do, at least here in the US. But this year, even last year I heard this, but I've been hearing it a lot this year about how the winter should be when we hibernate and when we rest. And I'm really feeling it, and I'm going with the flow of that. I had a really, really exciting, busy, fun year last year for my business, and it ended really busy with the holiday season, which is super cool. But this year, I really wanted to set some goals and get more structured and have some strategy and actually take things a little more serious, in a really good way. I have a meaning behind my brand, and it's really special to me, and it's actually evolved since I first thought of it. And I want to help everyone else understand what the meaning is. It's important to me. It's important to everyone. And it's basically finding joy in everyday things. Just appreciating things that we might not always appreciate. Finding ways to just light up your day and celebrate. Like, there's so many things we can celebrate and we don't. We focus on things that don't bring very much joy. We focus on what we have to do that's not as fun, instead of creating things that are fun and focusing on what's beautiful about what we have to do. So anyway, the new year came, and I'm finding myself focusing on goal setting, but not taking action. Just dreaming and writing down what I want, the ideas that I have, what inspires me, cleaning out things, like just decluttering and getting rid of trash, donating things, and just dreaming about when spring comes, the actions that I'm going to take. So if you're like me and you're not feeling super motivated to jump and go in the gym and start on everything and clean your entire house and just do all the things, just take your time and maybe dream about it. Get inspired, like take some notes, watch some videos, and get some ideas on things you can do in your home and what materials you might need, or trips you might want to take later in the year. But now I'm really resting and doing things slowly. I started in my bedroom. I started cleaning and just getting rid of some things, but I actually did it really slowly. Like, one day I cleaned the room, another day I worked on one drawer in my nightstand, and then I did my dresser. I actually just threw clothes in a bag that I was going to donate, took it to some of my family members, because there were still really beautiful things. I just wasn't wearing them as much. And then I decided to paint one of the walls. I was like, I'm just going to paint one of the walls because it looked bad and I was ready for a change. And I had a little bit of paint that was actually really pretty. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just do an accent wall. Painted that wall, loved it. So the next day I ended up painting another wall, and like now I want to do the whole room. So it's just about, I got the idea, did a little bit, and then see where we go from there, So it starts with the idea, and then do something small, and the momentum gets going, and just following the pace that you want and that you have the capacity to follow. And that's totally fine. There were days that I just laid in bed. I mean, what are we, like, today's like the 23rd of January, or yeah, I think it's the 23rd. And I still haven't done that much. I still have 2 Christmas trees up, and it's totally fine, because when it snowed, it was so nice having a couple Christmas trees. I only took one down, and that's the one in my bedroom, because I was cleaning my room. So don't feel guilty. Take all the time that you need and enjoy the winter. Like, enjoy this cold season. Enjoy being warm and cozy in your bed, and know that you can move at whatever pace you want.